Imagine a tool that could help doctors spot cancer before it spreads, write your emails in seconds, translate languages instantly, and power everything from your GPS to your favorite playlist. Now imagine that same tool having the ability to fake your voice, auto-generate propaganda, crash a stock market, or quietly disable a power grid. That's the power and the capabilities of artificial intelligence. We've all heard of it, AI. Well, it's not magic, it's not sci-fi. It's just math, code, and machine learning, scaled at lightning speed. In 2025, AI isn't just driving innovation, it's reshaping global power. And the US isn't treating it like a tech trend, it's treating it like a national security priority. Most people still think AI is the answer, kind of like it's 2001 in Philly all over again. But it's not. It's a tool, a powerful one, and in the right or wrong hands, it can change everything. This week on Midweek Sitrep, we cut through the noise to ask, what is AI really? And why is the US racing to lead the frontier? No panic, no hype, just facts, context, and clarity. Hey everybody, welcome to Midweek Sitrep, your bi-weekly briefing on national security and policy. My name is Jerry Fowler, and I'm your host. Every other week, I break down what you need to know and what you might have missed in the world of national security, all in under 20 minutes, so you can stay mission-focused. Usually before we do a deep dive in the world of AI, we discuss what we should be monitoring in the world of national security since our last episode. However, we just launched a weekly newsletter where you'll find the show notes for Midweek Sitrep and Brief, and news that you should be following. The link is in the description and on all of our social media pages. So be sure to subscribe so you can stay informed. Now, let's talk about what AI really means for national security. So what is artificial intelligence? Well, AI isn't magic, and it isn't a mystery. At its core, AI is a machine doing something humans normally do, like recognizing a face, writing a sentence, or translating a language. Now, if this is your first time really diving into what AI is, here's the most important thing to know. AI isn't a brain. It doesn't have its own thoughts. It's just really good at pattern recognition. In fact, AI has been around in some form since the 1950s. Yes, the 1950s. The term was first coined in 1956 at a conference at Dartmouth College. And by the 1970s, researchers were already training computers how to play chess, solve math problems, and simulate logical reasoning. So no, this isn't new. That calculator on your desk, it's a form of narrow AI. So is spell check. So is your GPS. Today's systems are faster, more powerful, and trained on massive amounts of data. Now, I mentioned narrow AI. That's one of the two types of AI worth knowing. So narrow AI is really focused tools that do one task really well, like ChatGPT, facial recognition, or a self-parking car. Now, general AI is a theoretical system that could outperform humans at everything. We're just not there yet. Most of what we use today is narrow AI, but it's evolving quickly, and it's already in the tools that you use every day. So again, if you're new to this, don't get distracted by the hype. If you're in business or government, assume AI is already embedded somewhere in your systems. Understanding it isn't optional anymore. It's part of staying literate in today's world. So you might be wondering, why is AI a national security issue? This isn't just about tech, it's about power. And our adversaries are paying attention. See, AI is a tool, and that tool can be used for good. Think faster emergency response systems, better battlefield medical triage, predictive maintenance on military equipment, or disaster relief modeling. But that same technology can also be used to enable serious national security threats. Think of cyber attacks that evolve in real time, using AI to find and exploit weaknesses. There's also disinformation campaigns powered by deepfakes and automated propaganda, mass surveillance systems that suppress dissent and control populations, and autonomous weapons that reduce or eliminate human oversight in lethal decision-making. Now, for everyday listeners, this affects what you will see, what you trust, and how your information is used. For professionals, these are live threat vectors, and they're moving faster than policies trying to govern them can. If AI is this powerful and this risky, who's setting the rules? Because in 2025, the answer isn't just Silicon Valley, it's Washington. Behind the hype is a very real contest for global leadership. The US has decided that AI isn't just a tech sector, it's a strategic asset. Since returning to office, President Trump has made AI a cornerstone of what he's calling the Great American Comeback, framing artificial intelligence not only as an engine of innovation, but as a tool of national strength. And we've seen a surge of activity already. Executive orders telling federal agencies to adopt AI now, not later. Export controls limiting the sale of powerful AI chips and tools to rivals. And laws targeting AI abuse like deepfakes and unauthorized surveillance. Now, it's not all just government. At the same time, private industry is moving just as fast. Multi-billion-dollar investments are building massive AI data centers and reshoring compute infrastructure. So what's the goal? Well, the goal is to build faster than adversaries, set the rules, and lead the world before someone else does. For business leaders, this means aligning innovation with compliance. For policy professionals and law students, this is your front row seat to a technological arms race, one where the future of economic and geopolitical power is being written in code. And for everyone else, buckle up, because the world you live in is about to be rewritten by machines that learn. Okay, let's take a quick break. If this is already sparking ideas and questions, pause and share this episode with someone in your network, whether it be an AI engineer, a policy lead, or a founder. AI is moving fast, and staying informed is a strategic advantage. If you want to dig deeper on this or any other topic in national security, shoot me a message on the Insider Brief Substack. Make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date with what's going on in the world of national security. Now let's get back to it. Let's talk for a minute about why AI feels so different, why it feels so dangerous. Because AI isn't just reshaping industry, it's reshaping reality. 10 years ago, you could scroll through a news feed and trust your gut. Now, you second guess everything. Was that video real? Was that quote AI generated? Is that a political ad or a deepfake meant to provoke? The line between real and fake is blurring, and it's blurring fast. And while AI might be the tool accelerating it, it's not the one making the decisions. AI doesn't care who wins elections, who believes the lie, or who gets silenced. But you know who does? People do. That's the heart of the issue. The danger isn't just the technology. It's the intent behind it and the lack of control around it. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, confused, or skeptical about what you're seeing online, you're not crazy. You're just living in a world where the tools got smarter, but the rules haven't caught up. And that's exactly what makes AI a national security issue. Because when anyone, anywhere, can create convincing fakes, auto-generate outrage, or manipulate what people believe in seconds, trust becomes a weapon. Because when the truth is optional and outrage is scalable, the only defense is discernment. So here are 5 ways to tell if it's real or just really convincing AI. The first, reverse image it, like a CSI screenshot mode. Take a screenshot and drop it into Google Images or 10i. If the picture only shows up on shady corners of the internet or nowhere at all, it's probably synthetic. Number 2, don't trust the check mark. Trust the track record. Anyone can look legit these days. Do you want to know if a post is real? Click through. See what else they've posted. Real supporters and real reporters have history. Troll farms, they don't. Number 3, zoom and enhance. Seriously, AI fakes often glitch on small details. Too many fingers, misshaping teeth, jumbled words in the background. Zoom in. If something feels off, it probably is. Number 4, copy, paste, search. If a viral quote or stat only shows up on one account, it's likely fake. Run it through a search engine. If it's real, credible outlets will have covered it. And number 5, use the tools, but keep your gut. AI detectors like Hive, they can help, but they're not perfect. Use them as a second opinion, not a final answer. Your critical thinking skills, they still matter more than the code. And remember, AI might be rewriting rules, but you're still in control of the playbook. Stay alert, question the source, and never outsource your thinking. Because AI isn't just making stuff up. It's amplifying what bad actors want you to believe. And in 2025, discerning truth online isn't optional. It's national security. So let's talk about what's hype and what's real. Let's talk about what AI isn't first. AI is not conscious. It doesn't think or feel. And it's not plotting to overthrow humanity. But you know what it is? AI is math. It's pattern recognition. Algorithms trained on large data sets to predict, generate, or classify things faster than a human ever could. It doesn't know what it's doing. It's just following the math that it was trained on. But that math can be fast, scalable, and incredibly powerful, especially when it's trained on flawed, biased, or sensitive data. AI doesn't have intent, but the people behind it do. So if you're a casual listener, don't panic, but do pay attention. Understand that behind every all-powerful algorithm is a human with an objective, and sometimes an agenda. If you're in leadership, now's the time to get educated before the regulations hit and before someone else makes that decision for you. This episode wasn't about fear. It was about clarity. AI isn't a sci-fi threat or a passing tech fad. It's here. It's been here. It's powerful. And it's already shaping how we govern, fight, work, and communicate. What started in labs in the 1950s is now baked into our apps, our politics, and even our national defense. It's not a crystal ball. It's a calculator with consequences. And while you don't need to be an engineer to understand it, you do need to be aware of how it's being used on you. Because in this era, national security isn't just about borders and bombs. It's about trust, data, and control. The people who get smart on AI now, they won't just adapt, they'll lead. So ask yourself, are you following the hype? Or are you paying attention? That's it for today's Midweek Sitrep. If this episode got you thinking, don't let the conversation stop here. Head over to the Insider Brief on Substack and subscribe. It's where we dig deeper, answer your questions, and preview what's next. We're also on YouTube, where you'll find short clips, interviews, and bonus content. Make sure to subscribe there if you haven't already. And if you want to support the show, check out the merch. Every shirt and hat keeps Midweek Sitrep independent and growing. Subscribe, share, and stay sharp. I'm Jerry Fowler, and remember, everything is national security. See you next time. Midweek Sitrep with Jerry Fowler is an independent production of OpScent Media Group, LLC. The information provided in this podcast is for general informational purposes only and does not constitute legal, financial, or professional advice. Listeners should consult with a qualified professional before making any decisions based upon the content discussed. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the host, Jerry Fowler, and any guest, and do not reflect the official policy, position, or endorsement of any current or former employer, client, government agency, military organization, educational institution, or any other entity for which the host, Jerry Fowler, may be affiliated. Mention of a company, product, or service does not constitute an endorsement or recommendation. Any references are provided for informational purposes only. This podcast does not disclose any classified, proprietary, or confidential information. All discussions are based upon publicly available information and personal expertise.
Everything's national security. OpScent Media Group, LLC.